sticking out of it. That might be our Wendy Birch. Fred Durst is here. Great concert coming up this weekend. We want to talk about all that. But before we do, I'm not trying to tell tales out of school, but you went in the green room and you saw Curtis Armstrong, who's going to be out here next, from Revenge of the Nerds.
That's right.
And you were very struck by meeting him. I've never seen that happen here before.
Yeah, he left a big impression on me. I love that film. I found it at the right time in my life. I was a big misfit where I grew up and abused and bullied a lot, and that movie resonated deeply with me, and seeing him right now literally blew my mind. And
what did you say to him? Because it's clearly resonated with him as well.
Well, I told him I'm a huge fan of the impression he left and the character he played, and I said, you know, to tell you the truth, of my aliases in some of my hotel rooms and some of my gamer tags and some of my things online in my nerd world, I use his name as my screen name. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's interesting to meet him in person.
Yeah, I tell you what, it was really good to eavesdrop on you guys talking. And you actually also referenced that Limp Bizkit initially started out as sort of a, I don't know, I want to say a counterbalance to being bullied and things like that.
Well, yeah, you know, when growing up, if you're someone that's tortured and bullied and just happened to be wearing that target on your back for your life, you know, some people need an outlet. And at the time, I wanted to be a filmmaker, and I thought, you know, James Foley directed music videos, or David Fincher, I'll put together a band, I can, you know, direct these music videos, and maybe in Hollywood. I grew up on a farm in North Carolina, so I really thought it would work that way. But when I got the microphone and figured out I had to say something, that's where I felt like standing up for myself and what I had gone through. So it was sort of a revenge against the bullies, was what Limp Bizkit was. But the irony was the sound of the music was so ferocious sometimes that bullies themselves would actually embrace Limp Bizkit. So it was very uneasy for us a lot of the times to see the people that we really hated participating and being fans of the music alongside the people we were sort of fighting for and standing up for. And over the time, you just got to let it go and let art be what it's going to be, you know? Well,
speaking of art, wow, this Saturday, you guys, Korn, House of Pain, Everlast, all at the Forum. What's this whole thing about?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting lineup. You know, Danny Wimmer and Gary Spivak, we got together and put together this ultimate dream situation, and kind of resembles something we were doing back in the late 90s and early 2000s, which was this rock sort of hip-hop, urban sort of punk rock type of thing. And so with Korn, you know, the godfathers of this, and helped us pave our path with, it's just this incredible experience where we get to see, you know, the House of Pain reunion, we get Korn, you know, the Limp Bizkit experience, you got POD, suicidal tendencies. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's pretty unbelievable that's happening. And it's at Epicenter at the Forum, which is a beautiful place to have a concert. I'm really excited myself. I can't believe something like this is happening.
Wow, how long was it? A long time in the works?
It's a long time in the works.
And do you think it's going to be more pinch me when you're watching some of it or when you're on stage as part of it?
You know, we're always in the moment. I'm very nervous all the time because I care too much. And so, but once you go on, like you guys know, when you go on, you're on. There's no, you don't have a choice, and it just comes out of you if it's who you are. And so, in that moment, I'm there to give and to receive in return and to give back. And I'll get lost in the moment, I'm sure. And there'll be a couple moments where I lose myself, I'm sure, to think, my God, I can't believe these bands are playing. I mean, I love Suicidal Tendencies. And I'm very excited to be playing with them for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Epicenter, Southern California's rock.